What? What's wrong with you? What?
It took my daughter.
Parker?
Please let me inside.
Parker?
Please let me in.
You must stay quiet.
What? What's wrong with you? Parker?
You must stay quiet. You must stay quiet.
Uy, mi madre.
Yo, some of these videos are crazy. I don't know. Let's turn on the camera.
You must stay quiet.
Ooh, that's scary.
Ah, güey.
You
Y'all
must
get
stay
scared
quiet.
watching these videos?
Uy, mi madre.
Y'all tell me. Videos are crazy. I don't know.
¿Y eso dónde
Que
sale?
todo está bien, están escuchando ruido también acá abajo.
Nada está bien. Aquí me están azotando. Me están prendiendo las luces de las habitaciones y tirándome camillas.
No, Felipe, si es que si usted está completamente abandonado, como le digo, allá en esa bala no hay luz, no hay luz.
They're saying that there's no light. This doll even moving? I don't think the doll is moving. It moved.
after watching closely to see what was going on. This happens.
Kinda creepy. Go this way. This is where most people would turn around. You turn around and you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side.
Would y'all go to the other side? I don't know. I think I would have turned around. He's like, on second thought, nah, I'm good.
Recorded because it felt different tonight.
What is that? They're saying that the you can barely see with that flashlight. What the fuck? The heck? Michael Jackson.
What did they see?
Yo qué sé, tío, estaban en plumas, tío. No sé, no. Toma, tío, ya veo que es un micro. Yo te hablo desde hace rato que es un micro. Perdón, sí, tía. Escolta. Perdona. Uy, yo aquí.
This was in my room.
That's crazy.
The video shows a pair of two glowing eyes that seem to belong to what appears to be some sort of dog man or werewolf, staring into the camera in an extremely menacing.
This was in my dreams. It gets creepier the longer you watch. Help, help me, help me, help. I was alone. Help me. My daughter is sleeping.
What is that? See, it ain't my daughter because she's snapping right there on the bed. Sounds like her closet door is out. Try not to wake her up.
Watch until the end. My last video, it followed me home. This is cursed.
Some of these videos are crazy.
Watch until the end.
This is insane. What the hell? He's being chased? What y'all think that is? What you think that is? I think that shit is right there. What the hell?
Well, what's going on? What is this?
What the hell? Is that real or is that fake? Y'all tell me.
What is this? The back door to my house.
Okay.
This was in my yard.
That was in your yard? What is that?
I finally caught it.
finally caught it. Oh yeah, there it goes. It just followed you, bro. Just follow that person. Damn. There's a shape to
I
the
finally
head,
caught it.
but there's no face to it.
It found me.
Hey, yo. What's up, Moritz? How you doing? Okay, you try to go back in, like you try to go in and then leave? Alrighty.
Real or fake?
Now tell me, is this real or fake? What the? The chair's rocking. What the hell?
Real or fake? Don't look away.
What? What's all that noise? Okay.
Don't look away.
Yeah, don't.
Would you? What would you do?
What would you do here? What I do know is that what I would like for y'all to do is go to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, comment what scares you on the comment down below, and just watch this with me. Okay, person peeks through, you know, then the door closes. What? What?
What would you do? Watch.
I'm watching. You guys watching?
Watch.
Oh man. That really didn't scare me. Did that scare y'all?
She hears you.
Okay.
Anthem. See. Red.
What is wrong with her? That's it, and there's a fire behind her, and it looks like it's getting bigger and bigger. It's just me with my wrist attracts up.
Videos to keep you up at night, part 3.
Well, we gonna keep you guys up. Let me smoke with my boy real quick.
I really don't think I'm ever gonna get
Smoke with one of my friends real quick on Discord while we watch these videos.
I mean, this is my whole closet right here.
It's my kitchen.
I think the ghost is back.
Oh my god, no!
Videos to keep you up at night part 2.
Mom!
Which caught on tape.
Baby. Baby, come and see. Baby, baby. Babe. See. So, shh, come and see. Baby.
Videos. Don't look away. These will keep you up at night.
The f is that? What the f was that? Bro, what was that?
No hay nada acá abajo.
Don't look away. These will keep you up at night. Watch this terrifying video.
And this time, so did I, so you can get out there. Have a look. Okay. Oh, damn. Holy shit. All right. Son of a bitch just went on the other side of the house. Oh. Oh. What the hell? Where'd it go? What is that? What the son of a...
Follow for more. Watch this terrifying video.
And this time, so...
What would you
Dark
do?
basements. Then this guy came out of nowhere. Then the guy started whistling and walking towards my friend.
Unnskyld? Hører du meg? Hallo?
Bro, hva faen? Helvete.
Strange being in Peru.
No, no es una persona doblada. ¿Pero qué es? Ay, madre, no. Está muy encerrado. Diosito, Dios mío, ¿qué es eso? Ay, no.
Strange being in Peru.
Dios mío. Es una persona. No, no es una persona doblada. ¿Pero qué es? Ay, madre, no. Está muy encerrado. Diosito, Dios mío, ¿qué es eso? Ay, no.
Haunted Airbnb. Haunted Airbnb. Don't make a noise. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. Stare at my eyes.
The demon stuff. What?
Jeffrey the Clown Part 2. Jeffrey the Clown Part 2. Jeffrey the Clown.
Jeffrey the Clown. Y'all believe in Jeffrey the Clown? Ooh, Jeffrey. Hey, what y'all think? Do pretty mighty hard. What the hell is that?
Jeffrey the... Keep the lights on. You're not safe here.
You're definitely not safe. That's it. Yeah. What?
You're not safe here.
This dude got long arms.
The monsters in your closet are real, Bart.
Monsters in your closet are real. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. What the hell? Is that coughing? What the hell?
The monster in your closet is real.
Hell.
Unsettling images to make you feel uneasy. The daughter has been dead for days. The elephant's foot. Photographer captures pictures of air pollution. Follow for more.
That was not air pollution.
Images to make you feel uneasy. The daughter has been dead for days. The elephant's foot.
like a bone.
He said, I will like a bone.
Oh my god. They better get up or they're gonna hit the power lines. Holy fuck!
That's a lot of birds.
Oh my god.
And sing this little song.
Oh shit! Oh my god, everybody's fucking screaming!
Animals that are scarier at night. Sheep.
Rabbit, run, rabbit,
Run, run, run,
run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
run, run, run. Bang, bang, bang.
Animals that are scary.
Ding dong, I know you can hear me. Open up the door. I only wanna play a little. Ding dong, you can't keep me waiting. It's already too late for you to try and run away. I see you through the window.
and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
Run, run, run,
run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
run, run, run.
and sing.
I just found one of the scariest videos from the dark web. The video I'm about to show you is 100% real, and it's not for the faint of heart, so if you're triggered easily, I'd skip this one. So
He walked in.
I just found one of the scariest videos from the dark web. Triggered easily, I'd skip this one. So you were warned. Here it is. I just found.
He walked in and caught his sister.
Play this one time, okay? Because I don't like it. Ready?
Yo.
Collins, I'm not doing this creepy stuff again. Don't be creepy this time, okay? Do it normal. Ready? Go. Stop! We're gonna only play this.
That's real.
What's wrong? Are you okay, little boy?
Are you okay? Dirty what? I can fuck! Can I
You're
not?
not gonna do anything, no. We'll see. We'll see how tough you are when I get to Florida. See you soon.
I'm not in Florida.
Here's another video that's blowing people's minds. Looks like they dug right into the middle of the earth. At least, that's what I thought when I first saw the video. Explanation coming in.
It you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide.
Not going to let anyone or anything make me scared of my own home. Not anymore. Just
and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run. Bang, bang.
And sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run.
No way out my ass. It's just a piece of string. Damn. Biggie's always dead, like low. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I got him on 200% too. Biggie, I'm gonna be honest with you. Share your screen for us real quick. No cap. Yeah, it sounds like it's his game, bro. No cap. Because I have him at 200 también. I gotta turn y'all down and turn Discord at 200 also to hear him.
What the fuck are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You got your phone?
No, I don't.
I bet you it's on his system settings on the system sound and shit.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, you're supposed to go to the control panel for system. Are you on Windows 10 or Windows 11?
Ilu, कहाँ है रात में? नहीं करे, नहीं करे. क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया भाई? चल चल चल. इलू, कहाँ है रात में? नहीं करे, नहीं करे. क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया भाई? चल चल चल. इलू, कहाँ है रात में? नहीं करे, नहीं करे.
I have the worst view from my bed. have the worst view from my bed. I have the worst view from my bed.
This is African voodoo witchcraft, and that thing is called Zangbado, or the spirit of night. There's nobody inside of it. This is actually a spirit which is a guardian of the black magic community in Africa. This is African voodoo witchcraft, and that thing is called Zangbado, or the spirit of night. There's nobody inside of it. This is actually a spirit which is a...
Man, why the fuck is it a random white person in my car though? Like, what the fuck? Excuse me. Excuse me, you know you in the wrong car? Man, why the fuck is it a random white person in my car though? Like, what the fuck?
This little girl is getting into her family's vehicle and waiting for her parent when a man comes strolling up the driveway and enters the garage. The little girl wastes no time and opens the door and yells at him. Hey, get out! Get out of here! Did you hear that yell? How impressive. She scared him away. This little girl is getting into her family's vehicle and waiting for her parent when a man comes strolling up the driveway and enters the garage. The little girl wastes no time and opens the door and yells at him.
Wait.
One circle, one half circle. One circle, one half circle. Half a circle, one straight line. One circle, one...
Ah! I got it. Damn, bro. I think there's something out there. Ah! I got it. Damn, bro. I think there's something out there. Ah! I got it.
Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those eyes?
Damn.
I haven't even had this camera set up a day and already caught paranormal activity. Watch the mirror. I hate this creepy AF haunted, spooky, ghoul-infested house. I haven't even had the...
That shit look like it hurt.
Three, two, one. Ready or not, here we come.
Hey, you can't hide up there.
Hey, hey, bro, we see you. You can't, bro. 3, 2, 1.
Doctors working midnight shift get horrified after they capture the unexpected on the abandoned floor.
Oh, lights are. Go in. Go in. Go in. Figure out where the lights are. I don't like that. I don't like that. Do it. They look like evil eyes. You guys gonna come with me? Yeah, of course we're gonna go with you. Thanks. Ooh, feels great. Was that you? Yeah. That's right. Feels good. Yes, it did. It did. How did you not see that? Oh, okay.
Doctors working.
This shit look crazy.
Doc.
Oh. No, come on. Come on. No, Conkers. Just... Sorry. I think it's when Peggy is in the back of your car. Whenever he sees your car, he's like, oh my god. Oh, stop it. Stop it. I don't really know why. Look. Yeah. He's just having a tiz. Thanks. Conkers. My goodness. See you later.
He's coming in from planting those trail cameras. There's vultures everywhere. It's odd.
Yeah, that sounds louder. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it at 100.
In
Yeah, I can hear
2017,
you a lot better now.
musician Mellow LV uploaded this short video to her Instagram page. It quickly drew attention, not for the girls, but by the presence of someone or something else.
Hey guys, it's super hot in Vancouver today, and me and Joanna are just waiting for our friend who is super late to come today. And if you guys see this video, take a look at how nice the drink, the cute girl, and how nice the pool is. You guys should come right now and join us, right? Right? Okay, you know what? Talk to you guys later. Bye. You're very good.
In two
god. What? What? What?
What the hell is that?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Three paranormal videos you should never watch alone.
My daughter has informed me that there is a person in her closet that keeps smiling at her. Let's go see.
Open it. That's a person.
There's a person?
Yeah.
Can you show me where the person is?
Right here. Right here. Right here.
Is it Elsa?
No. No.
No?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me where the person is? Is it a kid person or a grown-up person?
Grown-up person.
It's a grown-up person?
I'm on your Elmo.
You want to wear your Elmo costume?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a grown-up person in your closet?
Yeah.
And it's right there?
Yeah. It's my closet.
It's your closet. Say, go away, person.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah. I'm a person.
Okay, well, we'll get rid of the person.
Already.
Har du begynt? Skal vi begynne? Hva skal vi si først? Nei? Vet du, jeg tror på stormsettene. Julia, skal man si hei først? Nå sa jeg ja, jeg tror dere må liksom invitere den da, på en måte. Ja, må si hei da. Ok. Stav hei. Ta ned på god dagen. Det går ikke. Oh, shit! Kødder du nå? Det dinger. Helvete, hele den driten dinger jo.
Something is watching me. If you've had the feeling, you know what I'm talking about. I'm playing only up in my office. Something keeps passing by this window. I just propped up the phone here and I'm gonna play. If you're walking by my office, I want you to knock it off. Holy. Is that you making all that noise back there? This thing's always closing doors. You need to get out. Dude. Will you knock it off, please? You gotta get out. You're gonna lock yourself in the laundry room again? You're not leaving? You're not gonna...
3 paranormal videos.
Somebody explain this shit to me? There's something going on over here, right? But the sun...
Alright guys, this is another interesting one. I think it's just really clever editing, but take a look here. There's gonna be like someone banging on the door. Look close, look close.
You gotta go. Shh, 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 shh. Calm down. What are you?
Like I said, I think it's a clever edit. Take a look here. And then they're gone. They go outside. Obviously, there's no one outside. You know, the dog kind of walks around, does the things a dog normally does. Alright. Pretty normal. And then, obviously, what's going to happen is they shut it, he walks away. Guess what? Guess who's back?
Holy hell. No, this is...
Alright guys, this is another interesting one. I think...
'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
What happened at 1 hour before you woke up? These restaurant demons are really angry at me. What? Damn. Dang. Blood. That's the third time. Shit. That's how you check the fridge and make sure to see if there's anything else in there.
But watch this. Dude. Ain't that funny? But watch this. Dude. Ain't that funny?
Sorry. Sorry.
Remember?
Yeah, I think it was in that room right there, the last room, the very last room on this side. Sorry.
Go, make go. Go, make go. Beep, beep. Come on, come in here. Touch this REM pod. Look it, just like this. I'll show you one more time. Maybe you're confused. Can you do that? Ready? It did it twice.
It did it twice.
So make it go beep beep. Come on, come in here. Touch this REM pod. Look it, just like this. I'll show you one more time. Maybe you're confused. Can you do that? Ready? It did it twice.
It did it twice.
Just a fair warning to anybody who wants to get into paranormal investigating. You better stock up on your fucking batteries, because those hoes, they will drain them. Literally, I can't tell you how many 9-volt batteries I've gone through in the past 3 months. Just a fair warning to anybody who wants to get into paranormal investigating. You better stock up on your fucking batteries, because those hoes...
In early January, I woke up from a nap. I could hear my son and my husband Mike playing downstairs. For some reason, something told me to look at the baby monitor on an app I have on my phone. This is what I saw, and I immediately started screen recording. I walked into the room and could not see anything with the naked eye floating around bug, dust, etc. I even turned on the light to see if I could see anything with the naked eye. Nothing. Whatever this was seemed to hover around my son's Play-Doh stuff and the chair.
What is that? What is that floating?
Right now, I am just watching it through the Ring app and screen recording it through my phone. I started to communicate with it. I asked whatever it was to touch my hand. I try again, but in a different spot, and something interesting happened.
I don't know. It's weird.
It seems to freak out a little when I held my hand out again. Like it's thinking about touching it, but then freaks out and tries to find a way around my hand. So I decided to get up and leave the room. I told whatever it was that I was going to let them play with my son's toys as long as they respect our space, respect my son, and refrain from scaring him. It kept hovering around the Play-Doh and chair even when I was gone. At this point, Mike gets a notification that there is movement in my son's room. It was me leaving the room. He sees the ball of light through the Ring app on his phone, so he comes upstairs, and we check it out together. We continue to see the ball of light in the dark, but not with the naked eye. We can only see it through the Ring app on my
Mike
phone.
and I left the room, and now it's not there anymore.
What in the actual F?
Oh my god. Where is that? So I'm a part-time paranormal investigator as well, but the equipment kind of confuses me still, so I'm trying to figure out if this is something with like infrared light or something like that. I'm not really quite sure I understand. But if anybody can help me, it seemed intelligent.
The Paranormal Chick here. Take a look at this interesting video. A father was with his children in Target when they came up on mannequins. It's what his son says that stopped him dead in his tracks. Take a look, listen to what he says, and tell me what you think. My only advice, always believe your children. They don't lie.
Jasper. Friends? Do you know them?
Yeah.
How do you know them?
Because they take me away when I sleep.
No, we're just watching scary TikTok videos, paranormal videos, and anything in between that, basically.
Because they take me away
This is not in my
when
home. I don't introduce stuff like that in my home.
How do you know them?
I don't play with
me away
spirits or nothing like
I
that.
sleep.
How do you know them?
Because they take me away when I sleep.
But yeah. I definitely don't
The
do that.
paranormal chick here. Take a look at this interesting video. A father.
Hey.
Timothy, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more of these type of content.
We're not leaving because we paid to stay.
Oh, great. You don't like us here?
Are we annoying? Did you guys hear that? What did he say?
I think it just said Trinity. Okay. Oh, is Trinity annoying?
You said my name? William, did you say my name? Can you say it again?
Yep.
Okay. Say my name again. Say
Because
my-
I wanted to.
Oh.
What more
Say
is
my
important
name. Say my name.
than that?
No one is around.
Trinity's talking to you right now, and any spirits want to come through that want to talk. There's a machine that my friend is wearing. If you come closer and speak.
It said, I swear to God, it said, hey Trin. Swear to God, I swear.
I hear a man's voice.
Yes, I swear.
What are you doing to Luna? You do not have permission to touch her.
Touch.
Hey. Wait, who's being
Luna.
loud?
Not here.
Me. Who's
Me. Me.
Who's Roxy? Trinity. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait.
Who's that?
Get with it. I just said I need to be recording this stuff, and it said get with it.
What?
Are you yelling?
Do you think this is real or fake?
Bitch. Oh. Who's a bitch? Who are you calling a bitch? That's kind of rude. Foreskin? No, what? Ew. Am I
No.
talking to a pervert? Hi, ladies. Hi. My name is Brittany. Trinity is sitting to my left, and Luna is sitting to my right.
Oh my.
Yeah, there's 3 of us in here. Trinity? Trinity, yes. Can you say Luna's name? Luna.
Luna.
Can you say Brittany's name?
Luna. Nah.
Can you say Brittany's name? I need a neighbor. You need a neighbor?
Nah.
He's saying the most perverted things in my ears. Like,
Ooh. No.
yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck no. You're not gonna speak to her like that. Okay. Okay. Glad you know.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. Make me. This thing's rude. Hey.
Hey.
Out.
We're not leaving
We're
because
not leaving.
we paid to stay.
Oh, great.
The hell?
Tonight, we take on our most dangerous investigation.
Dangerous.
Viewer discretion is definitely advised.
This is Bale. And I've been told now by 2 different mediums that he has attached himself to me.
Let us very quickly take you back 3 years and then we'll explain what we're doing this evening.
During an investigation back in 2020, I felt a sharp burning sensation on the back of my neck. And this is what was there.
I'm also going to show you what was caught in a photograph above this well.
The image behind me now was caught above a well using a smoke vortex, and it is going to shock you.
You can clearly see eyes, nose, and even teeth.
We don't use these things very often anymore, but tonight everything comes full circle.
This evening we return to that location in a bid to rid Adam of the demonic attachment that is Bale.
Join us live tonight from 8:45 on TikTok.
We'll
Michael, how were you hurt? How were you injured? We know that you were injured. We want to know what happened.
Hey. All the way. Not all the way.
Michael, is this the room where you passed away?
Funeral.
How did you get hurt, Michael?
Sports. Tuesday. Okay.
So what does sports mean?
My head.
Were you injured in your head?
Thank you. Michael, hello.
Michael! Hello? So
Spirit.
Is that you, Michael? That's you?
The girl.
I have some questions for you, Michael. Can you come and talk to
Damn
us?
it. Want to.
Michael, what do the stairs mean?
That.
Why do you like the staircase?
Can't say.
You can't say. Is it you don't know? Or
That's a bunch of.
Michael, how were you hurt? How were you injured?
Ayo, guess who just drove 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore? 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore. Ayo, guess who just drove 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore?
Hey! What?
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test.
So, I mean, they are stables. Under the ground.
To find out.
So, I mean, they are stables. Under the ground.
He walked in.
So am I still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, waiting. So am I still waiting, still waiting, still waiting,
Can you do that one more time? Can you go under that box and make it go off? Oh, fuck my life, dude. Thank you. This is Anthony. I'm at the Lazy Bee Ranch out here. That's where my Pearson box is. I just set it up and it's already gone off 3 times. Can you make that go off one more time, please? No fucking way. Thank you. If you like, you can come down here and you can come talk to me. I've got a little digital recorder in my hand. This will allow you to talk to me, to be able to communicate with me. Alright, we're going to do a little EVP session. Let's see if we can get whatever's down there to come talk to us. In fact, what I'm going to do is I have a bell. I'm going to set the bell up on here. Just going to grab that. Yeah, I'm coming back down. You don't have to be afraid. No harm, no disrespect. So you can see, guys, like there's nobody here. It's definitely seen better days. I'm gonna set this bell up right here. And if you'd like to communicate to me through this bell, you can actually just go like this.
He's trying to communicate with him. Back there.
Keith! Get up here! Get away from him! Come on, guys! You okay?
What the?
You would like to speak to us? Can you say hi? Hi.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
So we're gonna go another room.
Hi.
Hi. Wow.
Now let's knock what's over. Can you say hi? Mommy. Mommy.
Are you trying to find your mommy?
Are you looking for mommy? Yes.
Yes. And no one is even hear it. And it's going off like crazy.
Yes. I
So-
definitely feel something. Whoa, look at the EMF.
Yeah.
In the hall?
So that is where my dog gets scared. So
So here,
you wanted us to come to the hall. Want to say hi? What the heck?
is that you?
Greg, is that you? That is you. Was that you, Greg?
Guys, watch this video. This is literally a patient in a hospital that's like possessed, freaking out on the bed. And there's another one. Look at this one. Look how weird this one is. There's a patient right there, and you can see how it's like kind of possessed in a way. But then watch what happens. Watch. You see that?
But I've got a picture of a ghost.
Really? That
Yep.
was taken here?
Taken here in 1922.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you. I captured it. I scanned this photo. It was a corn fair that they had, and in one of the windows up above, it's a face.
Person. Wow.
It's a person standing
Yeah,
there.
I wondered.
Yeah, it's scary. But I've got a picture of a ghost.
Really? That
Yep.
was taken here?
Taken here in 1922.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show.
This is gonna make you feel crazy. Doja Cat might have had something to do with what happened to him. After Matthew's tragic passing, Doja Cat deleted all of her videos except for this one. So obviously the comments on that video are crazy. People are like, what? Did you have something to do with this? She now deletes the video. There's nothing up now. Take a closer look at this logo and you'll see that something is off. Now the word friends is 7 letters, and in between each letter is a dot that represents each of the friends. You can see how it correlates to each one here. The dot in between the D and the E is gone. Why is one of them missing? This is just a conspiracy theory. I like talking about conspiracy theories. This is not a disrespectful thing. And this was a promotion for her new music video called Demons. And we all know how she's been recently, and all of the other conspiracy theories. Now I get that Friends is a popular TV show, but like the timing's really weird. You can't deny that. Everything is intentional. How would this have been an error? Think about the kind of team she has. How would they forget the first dot? But the promotional photo came out exactly 2 months before what happened to him. And you remember he did all these weird Instagram posts right before he passed away. I made a post about that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, all of this weird stuff makes you wonder if he saw it coming. If you like my content, follow my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more. It really helps.
They don't even hide it anymore.
Season premiere of SNL with Ice Spice.
Look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. Long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I could stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fellow, horns, red fur, I don't know, little hoods.
That's the devil, dude.
What? I thought it was like a Times Square Elmo or something.
They don't even hide it anymore.
Season premiere of SNL with Ice Spice.
Look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. Long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I could stay 25 years old for forever.
You know the Mars theory?
That there's aliens on Mars?
Nah. There's a theory that Mars was the original planet that humans were from.
Okay.
Then something happened that we all had to fly to another planet and live on. There used to be like civilization that lived on Mars. Now back this. On Mars, there's an element on the periodic table called xenon. Xenon on Earth is only found, this is crazy, is only found after a nuclear explosion.
No.
Oh shit, that's not even the super mode button.
I said no.
What the hell? And it goes hand in hand now. What if on Mars there was a nuclear warfare, destroyed the whole planet, but people were able to escape just in time, landed on Earth, and they had to restart from nothing.
So we are the aliens.
We're the aliens. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's real shit. Like, this element's called xenon. It's prominent after nuclear explosion. You know the Mars
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1000% believe in?
Finland doesn't exist. I don't just mean that the country isn't a thing. There's no landmass. It's just more of the Baltic Sea. But Dylan, I've been to Finland before. No, you haven't. You've been to eastern Sweden. What about all the people who claim to be citizens of Finland? Also part of eastern Sweden. They're just told they're from Finland. What possible reason could the deep state have for hiding a section of the Baltic Sea? Fish, that's what. See, around the time of the Cold War, the Japanese were getting into some pretty hot water with the environmental impact of their fishing. So they make a treaty with Russia where they can fish with zero repercussions in Finland. Meanwhile, the Trans-Siberian Railroad, which takes things all the way across Russia over to Japan, by the way, is constructed and stops right about here. Oh, but people are gonna notice that they're just transporting insane amounts of fish. Not if you make the largest Finnish company in existence called Nokia, which Japan happens to be the #1 importer of their products. We have satellite imaging. It's doctored. You think Russia wouldn't have this as part of their peace talks of the Cold War? Come on.
A crazy conspiracy theory about Biden's chin is everywhere after an interview of him on Air Force One. This one's pretty bizarre. So, Joe is in Israel right now, and he's been giving speeches and meeting with foreign leaders. Footage coming out so far have been good. He's actually pretty coherent this time. But this one video on Air Force One is really weird. He kind of moves in slow motion. The video that I'm showing right now is not slowed down or anything. That was actually the live broadcast. And something definitely looks off with his chin. It kind of looks like Peter Griffin from Family Guy, but people are saying that that's not what his chin normally looks like, and chins don't change that much. So here's the crazy part. Some believe that that is not the real Joe Biden, and it's just someone wearing a mask. And it's not just a few people. There are thousands of tweets on Twitter discussing this. Some say it's a body double masquerading as Biden, so that there are no gaffes on this important foreign visit. Look, I like conspiracy theories, they're fun, but this one is just a bit too far for me.
The darkest conspiracy theories. The advanced ancient civilization. This theory says that at the time of the Egyptians, the civilization was far more advanced than it is now. And this is also how the pyramids could be explained. Because why are the pyramids in the exact same order as the stars in the Orion's belt? And what is more interesting, why is the speed of light and the altitude of the pyramids the exact same number? So many apparent coincidences, and they don't stop there. Because look at the motherboard of a modern computer and compare this to the lineup of the pyramids. Do you see a certain pattern here? Or is it just another made-up theory? The darkest conspiracy theory.
Does anyone want to tell me how in 1927 Universal Studios came up with this picture of the world? When the first picture of the world wasn't available until the 1960s through NASA? Almost 40 years later?
The scariest conspiracy theories.
Historians and researchers believe that Atlantis was a real place, a highly advanced society with impressive technology and culture. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues, describing it as a powerful kingdom that existed around 9,000 years before his time. According to the legend, the city was situated on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and was destroyed by natural disasters and catastrophes. There have been numerous archaeological discoveries and ancient texts that suggest the existence of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. Some of these artifacts date back to the same period when Atlantis was said to have flourished. There is also many geographic and geological features that could match the description of Atlantis in Plato's account. So what do you think?
The scariest.
You know what the darkest conspiracy theory about aliens is?
I don't know if I'm ready for it.
That Earth is essentially a farm, and human beings are the vessels that contain souls, and they want us because this is how they create souls. And so they're farming us. They've created us.
Mhm.
So we started off as primates, and through some sort of genetic intervention, I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just saying that this is like top of the food chain, put your tinfoil hat on super tight. That they farm us. And that the whole reason why human beings are involved in this conflict, constant conflict, is it's all of it is to increase our competition with each other, increase our ability to control resources, which will increase our technology, which will ultimately lead to us creating this being that we're going to create, this artificially intelligent super god. You know what the darkest conspiracy theory about aliens is?
All right, someone explain this to me. You see these two rainbows here, all right? Which are coming from the reflection of this corner and this corner of the glass. Just like this one is here as well, coming from that corner, as well as this one coming from that corner. So when we see a rainbow outside in the sky, shaped like this, where is that coming from? The only explanation would be if we were to have some form of rounded glass structure above us. firmament. Look up the firmament and research and educate yourself. I'm not saying the earth is flat, but it's not a globe. All right, someone explain this to me.
Then what is it?
Nickelodeon, the word itself.
You're telling me nobody has put two and two together over the suspects in the Madeleine McCann disappearance? Suspect list. Look familiar. What about now?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
You're
them
telling me
people.
no-
Nickelodeon, the word itself. You know what it actually means? Baghdad. What the does Nickelodeon mean? That's what it means in Latin. No, it's so no.
Okay.
Nickelodeon in Latin, translated to English, Nickelodeon means I don't care about God. No. Nickelodeon, the word.
The darkest conspiracy theories ever. The Bob Ross theory. Bob Ross was a famous painter on television. The theory claims that Bob Ross is actually a serial killer. It's because of one of his paintings. It's called Happy Little Accidents, which depicts an exact crime scene where 5 bodies were found. What do you think about this theory? The darkest conspiracy
It's the giant steps in Peru.
You have got to be kidding me. Probably already know that this isn't a giant staircase. There still seems to be some confusion on it, so let me just drive it into the ground one last time. This is Ollanta Tambo. It is an Incan terrace farm. Milo, it looks like stairs. All right, riddle me this. If this was a staircase built for giants, why is there a human-sized staircase in the middle of it? And another human-sized staircase on the side of it? I don't know, maybe they had human pets, a little pet on a guy on a string? That really looks like a giant could live in it. Oh yeah, and this doorway too. It's like 5.5 feet tall. Let's use some context clues. What's that over there? Is that a terrace farm? Of course that's not a terrace farm. That was a staircase for baby giant. You ready for this? This is my favorite part. There is an entire valley right here. Where were they going? Why would you feel the need to build gigantic steps up this hill and into these tiny ass houses? Look at that. There's no stairs down the other side of the mountain. And this is what your giant stairs are made out of. Can you imagine a giant picking this up? Yes, we're gonna make a staircase so I can get over this hill. Giant conspiracy truly makes me believe that the human race is a lost cause.
It's the giant.
I have a theory. What if life as we know it is one giant loop? As you see in a video, is of it zooming out from the Earth into the universe and the galaxies and everything like that. And we know that the smallest particle is an atom. So what if when you're zooming out, you're really zooming in? Because you're just one big, large body, break you down to your cells on a molecular level. You just get this reality again. Look at this video. Like, isn't that what it looks like when they show the body? Like, look, watch this part when they
What
get
the
on.
fuck is she
Look at
talking
that.
about?
Nerves. Does that not look like nerves? How is that our universe? It is us. We are.
The conspiracy theory is that Avril Lavigne died or committed suicide sometime in 2003, right at the height of her popularity, because she couldn't deal with the fame, and also her grandpa had just passed away. Because she was so popular at that time, her record label apparently
Rihanna made a horrible mistake at her halftime show by reinforcing the crazy conspiracy theory that the Super Bowl is actually a live satanic ritual hosted by the elites to show off their power and influence to the peasants watching. And that every year the performer must flash the crowd a demonic or evil symbol of the Illuminati if they want to perform. Beyonce put up the
Demonic.
same exact symbol to the crowd at her Super Bowl halftime show and was all over the news the next day for it.
Conspiracy theorists believe that Beyonce signaled that she's part of a secret society bent on world domination.
Some claim that's just the Rock Nation symbol, but why would other celebrities who aren't affiliated with Rock Nation at all flash it? Stop making excuses for them! At Justin Timberlake's 2018 show, he had a giant silhouette of Satan laughing at the crowd with his tail. They played it off like a guy playing the guitar. At Madonna's 2012 show, she was moving her body to show symbolism and wearing the Illuminati owl crown on her head. This was insane. J-Lo's costume was showing this evil satanic goat, and she was showing the horns with her head too. Look at her costume though. You can't tell me those are 2 eyes and a nose and then antlers going up. The Weeknd's dancers were literally wearing such similar outfits to the exact same ones they would do in a satanic ritual. You can't tell me that whole thing didn't look demonic as hell. Literally. Before I show you the craziest part, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theories about each of these celebrities and be in the know and request who you want to see next. Have you ever wondered why the Super Bowl is even called the Super Bowl? Because if you just move over the B, it actually spells superb owl, which is the... Seriously though, the same exact demonic owl that Madonna was wearing on her head, and one of the main species of animals that symbolize it.
So y'all know how Walmart's been mysteriously closing. This is an abandoned Walmart. Now what does this look like to y'all? This is an abandoned Walmart, a closed down Walmart. What does it look like? So y'all know how Walmart's been mysteriously closing. This is an abandoned Walmart. Now what does this look like to y'all? This is an abandoned Walmart, a closed down Walmart.
Now, here she is, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Dolly Parton.
I figure if I'm gonna be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm gonna have to earn it.
Now, here she is, Rock and Roll Hall.
You're at the 9/11 Museum. And you see this. You're at the 9/11 Museum.
This is the conspiracy theory iceberg. If you haven't heard of it before, you need to watch this. It is a massive list of all the conspiracy theories in the world. There are 10 tiers, starting with the visible part of the iceberg, tier 1, that is the more well-known conspiracy theories that you may have heard of, with some things I've already covered, like lizard people and celebrity reincarnation. Then as you go down the iceberg into the dark sea, they're darker, scarier, and more dangerous. Tier 4 is called the point of no return, because that's where it gets scary, with conspiracy theories about the dangerous activities that are actually going on at the Denver airport, and what's hidden behind the secret chamber at Mount Rushmore. And then you get to tier 10, the bottom of the abyss, with conspiracy theories that will absolutely change how you look at the world, with theories like God's ego death and planned extinction for humans. Crazy dark shit. I'm going to start covering all of them, or at least the best ones, and we know I make amazing conspiracy theory content, so you'll want to see this. If you
You're at the 9/11.
This is the conspiracy theory iceberg. If you haven't
You're at the
What's a conspiracy theory that absolute...
It's a conspiracy theory. Just kidding. There's one I particularly like lately, about the cave. There's a cave in South America, among others, but this one was there. Very specific cave. If you find the right people that have navigated this cave before, and only a few people on this planet can, because it's a 15-day foot.
Alright, let's start. Y'all believe that the moon landing is fake?
The moon landing never happened. Well, that's what some conspiracy theorists say, and here's why. Number 1, the flag. How is it waving in no atmosphere? NASA claims this was for image. A limp flag doesn't look good. So they added a horizontal rod that didn't fully extend to the length of the flag, which gave it a waving motion. Number 2, the stars. Why can't we see them in the photos? Well, unlike our eyes, photos can only take a certain amount of light. The light from the sun and other sources made it too bright for them to be visible. Number 3, radiation. How did the astronauts not die from radiation exposure? The spacecraft's hull supposedly shielded the astronauts from being exposed to lethal radiation dosages. Once they were out of the extreme radiation zone, their few hours on the moon were not considered to be detrimental. So do you think the moon landing was faked, or did it really happen? The moon landing never happened.
The moon landing was,
I think with the moon landing, it's way more likely that we went to the moon, but that some of the footage is fake. Some squirrely footage. You ever see the video of them jumping around? It looks like they're on trampolines.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Watch this. Look at this. Watch these guys bounce up in the air. It's like they're on some sort of wire, like they're being yanked up into the air.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you watch, like sometimes they're falling down, and when they're falling down, it looks like they get yanked back up. Like homeboy falls down, and then it looks like he gets yanked back up. Look at this. Whoops.
Oh, he did not. That's
Like,
not him
that?
standing up.
Yeah, what is this?
That's not
Look.
him standing up. You can't stand up like that.
Right, but you're on the moon. Okay, so you realize you're in 1/6 Earth's gravity.
But there was nothing to make him go like this.
Exactly.
Right? You can't.
Watch this
You have to
again.
turn to your base to get up. You can't look at. There's nothing on the ground. How is he going to get the momentum?
He's getting
to go?
yanked up. Like he would have super abs.
Hmm.
He would have to be like
No,
a
you
break
can't because. Okay, maybe a break dancer. Maybe a break dancer. But you can't get up without putting a base down.
I don't know. Y'all believe that the moon landing was fake?
And he only
Let
had
me
one
know.
on the ground there, too.
Comment below.
That's true. Look at this. Watch.
So he stood up.
I don't know. That's.
Does anyone actually?
What? How far was?
Really? There's one on the ground there too.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Look at this. Watch.
So he stood up like.
Look at that. It's
I
ridiculous.
don't know.
Can't do it.
What, his right foot's down, his left foot's up, and he just goes straight up in the air. It is
that's
crazy.
That's fake.
But I've never been in 1/6 Earth gravity either.
No,
so maybe it's
Joe,
easier
it's
to
fake,
do.
dude. Can't stand up like that.
I think that's
You-
fake.
that
Dan
video.
Askren says we never went to the moon. The moon landing was my.
Does anyone actually still watch the moon landing footage and think it's real?
Houston, we've had a problem. Main B bus undervolt. Roger, main B undervolt. Stand by at 13, we're looking at it. Okay, right now, Houston, the voltage is looking good.
Does any?
Let's look at the photo. You say that's me? Okay. Check out the name badge. It says Aldrin. Looks like you're right. But notice the helmet. Can you see my face? No. This is a secret I've been keeping for almost half a century. On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong and I pulled off humanity's first extraterrestrial prank.
What was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest. It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going. Money is a good thing. If you want to buy new things, new rockets, instead of keep doing the same thing over, then it's going to cost more money. And other things need more money too. So having achieved what the president wanted us to do, and then what thousands, millions of people in America, and millions of people around the world. You know, when we toured around the world after we came back, the most fascinating observation was signs that said, we did it. Not just us, not just America, but we, the world, different countries. They felt like they were part of what we were able to do. And that made us feel very good.
People can actually watch this footage and believe it's real.
Houston, we've had a problem. Main B bus undervolt. Roger, main B undervolt. Stand by at 13, we're looking at it.
So tell me, everybody, why haven't we been back?
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Now I want you to think about the absolute crazy amount of progression there has been in the last 50 years with technology. It's a painful process to build this again. Is that foil? Let's not forget the phone call transmitted from the moon to the president.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And there's certainly...
That's the most telling part to me, because you can't even put film through certain scanners at the airport without destroying it. But you could transmit all the way from the moon to the Earth through the Van Allen radiation belt. But I know people actually believe we didn't go to the moon.
Damn.
People can actually watch this footage and believe it's real.
Completely
So you think they
convinced.
did not go to the moon?
No, I don't think that anymore.
Okay.
But you know what I think now? I think I don't know.
Okay.
But I do think that it is one of the more fascinating conspiracies that between 1960...
For everybody that is watching me on YouTube, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be recording videos and uploading of conspiracies and theories. If you guys got a specific theory you want me to record or get on the topic, just comment on that topic that you want me to hit, and we'll start watching videos together, see what we could come up with.
69 and 1972, they had seven attempts, 6 of them successful. But they went to the Apollo 13 was the one that they didn't apparently make it, and they had to come back. But that was the only time in history that a human being has been more than 400 miles above the Earth's surface. All the space station missions, all the space shuttle missions, all that stuff is
within orbit.
Yeah, it's low. It's all very low. They went 260,000 miles out and back into deep space, but they had never even flown a chicken out there and see if it comes back alive. Like completely.
So you think they did not go to the moon?
No, I don't think that anymore.
Okay.
But you know what I think?
Have you really thought about what it would take to bake a moon landing? Because the rocket did launch. We all saw the rocket launch. Okay, so there's hardware there. They're like office buildings, blueprints for the design of the Saturn V rocket. The hundreds of engineering hours that went behind this, and the records of those designs. If you wanted to fake the moon landing, you would have to fake all of these documents. And it just seems to me it's way easier to just go to the moon. Has anyone considered that? Just go to the moon. That's easier than faking all of this. So, no, yeah, we went to the moon. Have you really thought about?
If you look into it, it's weird. And then like they also live aired it in 1969. Like that's
so
weird.
We've never landed men on the moon since that?
I don't think we did it the first time.
Yeah.
But like technically, I agree with you, because it's like we're so
weird.
much more advanced.
We're more advanced. We've never done it again.
Yeah.
It's just that the whole thing's weird, and then they lost all the original tapes, but they premiered it live all around the world. We don't even have cell phones. Like the whole thing is just, I can't get behind the moon landing, and I argue with everyone about this. I'm like, guys, leave me alone. This is my conspiracy.
What would be the reason to fake it?
That's a great question. That is a great question.
I mean, some people say it's because the Americans were racing
Russia.
the space race.
Yeah. Like it was like we had to do it first or something like that, but and also the person they hired to film
Russia would
it,
fake it
was
too.
like an LA producer. It's just like there's so many weird things about the moon landing, and I'm like, I tweeted that once. I was like, what is one relatively harmless conspiracy theory that like you could totally see being actually a fact? So I'm like that we faked the moon landing. That's mine. What about you?
I don't really know. I've always been like just like into conspiracies. Like I'll look into them, even like 9/11 back then, or like
shady.
anything.
So we
There's
definitely
always-
were not told the truth about 9/11. I don't think that's a conspiracy. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Weird.
Let's talk about this, because this is fascinating. I remember very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does. I remember my parents waking me up, and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon,
No,
which
you
was...
didn't. No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memories, okay?
That's a legal name, Pat.
Let's talk about...
This must be the proof that the moon landing was filmed in a studio. Have you ever noticed that the flag planted...
Have you heard the conspiracy theory? You're smiling, it makes me think you may have heard this. There's people who say man didn't really land on the moon, that it was manufactured.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to that?
Well, I was out at the Space Center in 2015 for the 50th anniversary of the EVA. A gentleman from England walked up and said, "Tell me truthfully." I said, "We didn't really land on the moon. It was done in a movie studio." And I said, "Come here, I'll show you a few things that came back from the moon, and then you tell me that's not the case. I'll guarantee you." We all puckered up like a prune worrying about that flight. Don't tell me we didn't land on the moon. Worked on the spacesuit. I saw the footprints that we designed on the moon, so I know we were there. There's no doubt about it.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory? You're smiling, it makes me think you may have heard this. There's people who say...
So wait, you don't believe in the moon landing? Absolutely not. We've been learning about this shit in school for decades. What the fuck do you mean you don't believe in that shit? Are you some type of conspiracy theorist or something? So let me get this straight. You really believe that in 1969, when televisions were still in black and white, and folks were still using rotary fucking phones, and most new cars sold in the United States didn't even have power windows or fucking air conditioning, that we just strapped two cowboys into what was essentially a fucking Coke can with a Chevy small block attached to it, and just launched them motherfuckers out into orbit on nothing more than a hope and a fucking dream, and somehow managed to land that glorified bottle rocket safely on an uncharted lunar surface, where they then got out and played hopscotch for a few hours, and then they got right back inside that motherfucker, and then somehow managed to launch themselves back off the goddamn moon with no infrastructure. And then a few short weeks later, they landed safely back on Earth. You really fucking believe that that happened? Goddamn, you're a gullible son of a bitch. I bet you.
Wanted to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Cybro, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
You have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Why don't you swear to... Why not? Why won't you do it?
Mr. Cybro has made a fool of himself in front of the world. Mr. Cybro, you do not deserve answers.
Why won't he swear on the Bible? Is there something that was not told to the public? Did they actually not go to the moon? In the next clip, they are asked the meaning of going to the moon. Could they simply be tired, or is the guilt too much? TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Would each of you give us your estimate of what is the meaning of this to all of us? I believe that what this country set out to do was something that was going to be done sooner or later, whether we set a specific goal or not.
While answering, Buzz Aldrin was very vague and never really specified what their goal was. Why is that? Is there something more to this?
Eugene Reuben Akers. I don't want any money for what I'm doing because hopefully this video won't come out until after my death. So I have nothing to gain, nothing to profit by telling you what I'm going to tell you. In 1968, my father was stationed at Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. We lived in Clovis, New Mexico. He was in the military police for over 20 years. And on his deathbed in 2002, we made a recording of what happened. Project Slam Dunk was the name of this. President Johnson in 1968, okay? In Cannon Air Force Base in 1968, he said by the time he got there, that there was already 2 large hangars that were connected. There was hundreds of dump trucks that came in and dumped sand and stone, and cement powder was powdered over the top of all that to make it look like a lunar landscape. They had men that fashioned it into a lunar landscape, he said. Okay, I've never known my dad to lie, so this all took me by surprise. You know, what's that all about? So anyway, he said that in front of the airplane hangars was pole framing with large canvas tents that was concealing the inside of the staging area. Inside the staging area, on flatbed trucks, was created the lunar lander that was reassembled back inside the hangars. All of the walls were painted flat black, and the ceilings as well. He was sworn to secrecy by the NSA, and they would put him in prison for breaking that oath. When Dad saw the moon landing on TV, he cried. He said he knew that what he had witnessed on TV was exactly what they recorded in that hangar. Eugene Reuben Akers.
This is a video of Apollo 17 taking off from the moon. You can see the camera zoom out and then pan up. But nobody had to stay behind on the moon to film this. NASA didn't even attempt to film the liftoff from the moon until Apollo 15. That was the 4th mission to land on the moon. This is the camera that they used to film those takeoff videos, and it was attached to the rover. There's the camera on the rover, and they parked the rover far enough away from where they were taking off where they could capture it. They controlled the camera from Earth, so it wasn't easy. There's a few seconds of a time delay between the moon and Earth, so they had to send these commands to the camera without watching it in real time. They were looking at a clock and not the video. On the first attempt on Apollo 15, the tilt mechanism malfunctioned, so the camera never moved upwards, so the video isn't great. Apollo 16 was a little bit better, but the astronauts parked the rover too close to the lander, so when they took off, the calculations were a little bit wrong, and it went out of frame pretty quickly. So it wasn't until the very last moon landing, the 6th one, that this was finally successful, and it gave us this incredible footage, and nobody was left behind on the moon. And fun fact, the camera actually continued to operate for at least 27 hours after the takeoff. This is a video.
The moon landing is one of the best ones. Between 1969 and 1973, I think it gets real scary when you want to be right. They sent, I think it was 7 missions, 6 of them were successful. They sent these fucking people around the moon, 250,000 plus miles out there and back. But ever since then, all they've been able to do is get people into near-Earth orbit. Ever since then, like the highest England's ever gone, I think it's 400 miles. So they went from 260,000 miles all the way to the moon and back to 400 miles. And they've never gone through the Van Allen radiation belts. They've never gone to deep space and returned. The moon landing is one of the best ones.
Of course, we landed on the moon, right? Watch this guy. He's hammering a post into the ground, and he drops his hammer, okay? Well, how easy should it be for him to pick up that hammer? Well, it's nearly impossible because he's hanging from wires, and he can't get down enough, okay? He can't get down. He's trying to pick it up, and he can't get it. I mean, look at this. Look at his pants. They're filthy. I mean, of course, we landed on the moon, right?
Look at this moon landing footage very carefully. And notice that the astronauts was walking on a supposed moon surface which full of sand. I consider that you have already noticed that the moon's surface was full of sand, just like in the desert. Now let's get to the point. Since when a desert is able to reflect light, or in this case, the sunlight, do you really think that the grains of sand are able to reflect light, like the light we see on the moon? What were you thinking? Did you even go to school, dude? Just stop being so stubborn, and use your brain properly, for once in your life.
Debunking the moon
moon landing conspiracy in 60 seconds or less. Something they always ask about is why can't we see the stars in pictures from the moon's surface? And let me ask you, can you take a picture of the stars during the day here on Earth? Their cameras are exposed for the moon's surface. Here is what it looks like when you take pictures of the stars from the moon's surface. Oh, and what about the footprint? They actually wore little boot covers on the moon, which perfectly matches the footprints. And what about the flag blowing in the wind? It just isn't doing that. It has a pole holding the flag out, no wind needed. And we go back for the first time since 1972 next year. So what will their excuse be then? Debunking the moon landing conspiracy.
2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Down 2.5, picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Break shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. Down 1/2. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The limb footbeds are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I believe it, Charlie. It's raining, Johnny. Look at it go, would you, Charlie? You got all your steering. It's straight. Oh, this is going to be some kind of different ride. Hippity-hoppity, hippity-hoppity, hippity-hopping over hill and dale. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Hippity-hopping along. One. Ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector good. We're burning flat. That's flat. Looks good, flight. Observation shot, flight. Roger. Descending. Stand by for splashdown.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 miles per hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Break shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. Down 1/2. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The limb footbeds are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Tony, this is so great you can't believe it. I believe it, Charlie. It's raining, Johnny. Look at it go, would you, Charlie? You got all your steering. It's straight. Oh, this is going to be some kind of different ride.
I don't know. Y'all believe that we landed on the moon? Or is all fake?
Hippity-hoppity, hippity-hoppity, hippity-hopping over.
It must be real because it looks so fake. If you seriously believe this to be real, then you are under what I like to call globnosis. Anyway, I'm sorry to share.
Make sure you guys all hit the bell notification on my channel. Hit the subscribe so you won't miss any of this content. I'm constantly going live. I'm uploading weekly videos. And I'm going to be doing reactions too, so.
Apollo 11 mission. Enjoy.
Roger, Houston, Apollo 11. Calling in from about 130,000 miles out.
Okay, so he's claiming that this is 130,000 miles out, right? Okay, that's what he's claiming. And then he's claiming here that the lens is right up against the window, which it would have to be. Okay, so if you're halfway to the moon, and this is the Earth, you know, behind you, right? Then you're gonna have to have that lens right up against the glass.
It must be real because it.
Dude is wearing a harness. A fucking harness. He's got one on both sides. They just want you to look at the spinning toy. Just watch the spinning toy. It's spinning and spinning. And spinning and spinning. So they think we're stupid. Are you proving them right by not seeing how fake this is? Are you thinking for yourself or staring at the spinning toy? Don't let them fool you, Mr. 70.
Now, I'm not saying the moon landing was fake, and I'm not saying it's real. But I've got a few questions I need you guys to answer. If they're really on the moon, then why is it so dark? Where are all the stars? And where's all the planets?
There are a couple reasons why stars aren't visible in these photos. The first one is that it was daytime, but the main reason is that that's not how cameras work. You cannot take a photo of a very bright object like the lunar surface or a spacesuit and also capture tiny dim objects in the background with the same camera exposure. But they did take photos of stars from the lunar surface. Here's one, and look what happens to the Earth with that exposure. But still, you're welcome to look at those photos instead.
Look how bright the moon shines.
What actually happened on the moon? In 2009, a photo was found on NASA's website where a photo of the moon crater was seen in the background. When enhanced, you can see that there are structures that look like a base of operations on it. Furthermore, Neil Armstrong has come forth and said that there were other things on the moon during the moon landing, as quoted by him. These babies are huge, sir. Enormous. Oh God, you wouldn't believe it. They are on the moon watching us. So, who else is on the moon? And what actually happened on the moon?
You know, there's a crazy conspiracy theory connected to The Shining and the moon landing.
Yeah, I heard about the moon.
Yeah, it's all about the number on the doors, exact same amount of thousands of miles, 237, and it's 237,000 miles away. The little kid did have an Apollo 11 sweatshirt.
Yeah, that's
on,
true. He did have an Apollo 11.
I mean, that's pretty on the nose. You know, and he's the guy that the conspiracy theorists, when they get the most crazy, when they really want to dive into who did it, they think it was all Kubrick. The Kubrick literally filmed the fake moon landing, uploaded it to the American TV satellites.
If anyone could do it, it'd be him. He'd be the guy I would get to do it.
Can you imagine if that was really what happened?
I've heard all
these years.
I remember hearing all the fucking conspiracy theorists about the Illuminati killing him because he made. Yeah.
Well, they were worried he was gonna open his fucking mouth, tell about the moon landing. That too. That was his last one. They're like, enough. This guy's getting too close.
Because I think he died like a week after that movie.
Of course he did. You know, there's a crazy conspiracy theory connected to.
Did NASA accidentally let it slip that they never went to the moon? When they talked about not being able to get people past the radiation of the Van Allen belt? Watch this and decide for yourself, Booskies!
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
Hang on. So,
What you're saying is that in order to send humans through this region, we need to solve the challenge of getting through the Van Allen radiation belts. But I'm confused. Didn't you already solve this challenge back in 1969 when you sent astronauts to the moon and subsequently 5 other times after that?
Yeah, NASA. You can't send people through the Van Allen radiation belt now? But somehow you did with this thing 50 years ago? And by the way, who took that picture? Did you have another spaceship out there? NASA, you got some explaining to do.
The press conference from 1969 when they returned from the moon is one of the most cryptic, weird things you'll ever see. These guys look like they just stole something and they're being questioned. I've never seen a video where people look like they're more full of shit than that video of the press conference from 1969. It's weird, man. It's weird. They're like fidgety and looking nervous, like they're getting away
so
with something.
So they didn't do it then?
They might have done it. They might have been forced to say some things that they didn't want to say, and that could be part of it.
Absolutely.
You know, they could have done it. But there's a lot of weirdness with the moon landing.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you wanted to have like a conspiracy that to wrap your head around that's exciting, it's one of the best ones.
Really, but who benefits from it?
The United States government did because it showed military superiority over the Russians.
Yeah.
The press conference.
If the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, I should be able to fly up in a helicopter straight up for 1 hour and come back down and land in a completely different spot. I recently did a satirical parody video of actual quotes from flat earthers. This was one of them in that mix. This one probably got the most comments and people scratching their heads wondering what's up with that. Let me debunk it for you. So yeah, the question is, if you flew up in a helicopter for an hour, the Earth spins at 1,000 miles an hour. When you land, shouldn't you be 1,000 miles away? A similar question, if the Earth is spinning this way, and you took a flight to the other side of the country, shouldn't you get there quicker than flying back because you're then chasing the Earth, right? No, here's why. Look at it this way. If you're in a flight going 500 miles an hour, you're sitting there in your aisle and you toss up a ball. If the plane's going 500 miles an hour, shouldn't the ball land a couple of rows back? Or if you stand in the aisle and you jump up and the plane's going 500 miles an hour, shouldn't you land a couple of rows back? No, because the atmosphere in the plane is traveling with the plane. The exact same thing is happening with Earth. Our atmosphere travels with our Earth as it spins. So when you go this way or you go this way or you go up in a helicopter, your atmosphere, you're in the atmosphere. It's traveling with the Earth. That's why that's not true. Debunk.
Buzz Aldrin in the fake moon landing.
Yes.
And he's famous for punching a reporter that asked him, but he was getting interviewed a while back and someone said, what was the scariest part of the moon landing? And he said, that it never happened. Didn't we bury this? Because now the moon's a space station, the Earth is flat. They're spending millions of dollars a day to keep the sun moving.
Millions?
Or billions, I guess, something like that.
Trillions? Quadrillions?
Buzz Aldrin in the fake moon landing.
Some people think we never went to the moon, so we're gonna be debunking some moon landing conspiracies. People will argue that the flag on the moon is waving, even though there's supposed to be no wind. But in reality, the flag had a rod in it so it could fully extend, but it jammed when the astronauts tried to extend it, giving it that wavy effect. Others will argue that there are no stars shown in the pictures taken on the moon, but that just comes down to the exposure length. Stars can't be seen in short exposures. People will also point to the spacesuit shoes and the footprints on the moon. They don't match, but that's because astronauts wore overshoes. When you compare these side by side, now the footprints do match. There's a lot more to debunk, so follow for more. Some people think we never went to the moon, so we're gonna be debunking some moon landing conspiracies. People will argue.
When I was saying it proves that they didn't go to the moon, my critique of myself is that I didn't look at it objectively because I wanted one conclusion to be true. And I wanted that conclusion to be that the moon landing was fake. So I looked at it and I was saying to myself, okay, did I come to this conclusion because there's a lot of evidence that shows it to be fake? Or have I seen a lot of evidence that looks fake? There's a bunch of different possibilities. Bill Clinton had a quote in his book. And he had a quote about the moon landing and a story about him having this conversation with a carpenter. This carpenter said that he didn't believe the moon landing. He goes, them television fellers, they can make anything look real. And he said, back then, I thought that guy was a quack. But after 8 years in the White House, I was wondering if he wasn't ahead of his time. There's also the possibility that whatever photographs they took can get severely damaged in the radiation of space, and that it was really difficult to do. They actually did go, and they decided they're going to pass off some of these fake videos. But does that mean they didn't go to the moon? No, it doesn't. When I was saying it proves that they didn't go to the moon, my critique...
Did we really land on the moon? Watch this.
Oh man, that's the best idea since they faked the moon landing.
Okay, cut.
Wow, Neil Armstrong. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a tape delay and with all solar winds.
This man is John Young. He was an American astronaut, and he became the 9th person to walk on the moon. But when he was asked if he walked on the moon, this was his response. Listen carefully to this.
You want me to knock you in the head?
Well, I want you to swear to God on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
Okay.
If you walked on the moon, we're given the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
Did we really land on the moon?
Could this be proof we never went to the moon? Okay, so the United States claims to have sent 24 astronauts to the moon, and that 12 men even walked on the moon. But this man approached majority of those astronauts, and he asked them to swear on the Bible that they actually walked on the moon. And their responses give away everything.
If you walked on the moon, we're given the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Sabro, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator at NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight.
I don't get people, but you're going to be on the deck unless you do that.
Well, I take your stuff and get out. Why don't you quote me and say it's...
I like your Skechers, you like me, my Gucci shoes. Follow your heart, make my girl.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
What were the minions trying to tell us in this scene? What were the minions trying to tell?
not gonna break it. Let me ask you anything.
Deck's on, Mark. That max acceleration?
No.
Man, you're really bouncing.
Do you
you think the first moon landing happened?
I distinctly remember my father working a television station in 1969. The black and white photos from the moon delivered by the government to the television station. I can't imagine for the life of me why they would fake it.
Do you think the first moon landing happened?
I distinctly remember my father working a television station in 1969. The black and white photos from the moon delivered by the government to the television station. I can't imagine for the life of me why they would fake it.
Do you think the first moon landing
I'm gonna hit
happened?
one more topic,
my father working,
and then I'm gonna end the stream on YouTube. Let me know what topics you guys are interested. What conspiracy are you guys are into? Like, I'm into a lot of them.
The Roman Empire never rules the world today. According to this theory, the Roman Empire didn't actually fall in the year 476. Instead, it segmented and formed the Holy Roman Empire.
Stream gonna be ending soon in YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and you comment down below what's your favorite theory.
Pontifex Maximus, aka the Greatest Priest, which is the very same title Julius Caesar carried himself. The headquarters for the Roman Catholic Church is located in Vatican City, which is surrounded by Rome. Vatican City is a sovereign state, also known as a city-state. City-states have their own separate flags, laws, and a separate identity. And this is just one of the 3 city-states that make up the current Roman Empire, which is now known as the Empire of the City. The other 2 city-states that are in this empire are the City of London and the District of Columbia. You can see this represented on the flag for the District of Columbia, which has 1 red star for each city in the empire. This corporate empire controls the world economically through the City of London, which is also home to Newport, which is a collection of buildings that include the Rothschild headquarters, the London Stock Exchange. The Roman Empire never fell, and it still rules the world today.
The 3 cities that still control the world, and they're all linked back to the Roman Empire. Obviously, at the seat of Rome, the headquarters of all of Catholicism, DC and the City of London, this thing claims that those power bases control politicians, the court system, education, food supply, natural resources, the media, foreign policy, the global economy. 80% of the world's wealth flows through those 3 cities.
Oh, I'm fucking all in on this already.
The 3...
What if Rome never fell? The Dark Ages never happened. Human development continues to grow at an exponential pace. Rome grows into a global superpower covering Asia and America. Humans first land on the moon in the 11th century, and we've already populated over 10 planets in our galaxy by the 20th century. What if Rome never...
There's a theory that says ancient Rome never actually fell. Many people believe this because you could see Roman symbols all around the world. One of these symbols being the fasces. You could see this at the US House of Representatives on both sides of the Speaker's chair, and at the Oval Office. This weapon was carried by Roman lictors, and was used to oppress and execute people who did not submit to the Roman Empire. You could also find the Roman laurel wreath around the fasces. This wreath was worn by military leaders and emperors, which signifies military victory. You could find this wreath on many symbols, such as the UN, World Health Organization, and UNICEF. You could also see the eagle everywhere, which is a symbol of Rome. This was used by the Byzantine Empire, which is the Eastern Roman Empire, and it was used by the Holy Roman Empire, which is the same Roman Empire that crucified Jesus. You could see this eagle was used by the Nazis, Mussolini, Germany, Russia, and in the UK, which is used by the Queen's Dragoon Guards. You also have Britannia in the UK, which is pure Roman symbology, with the Roman helmet and trident. Let me know what y'all think about this theory in the comments. Let me know if y'all want a part 2, because there is so much more to this theory.
Rome never fell. On the back of the US dollar we read, "In God we trust." But which God? On the reverse of the Great Seal we read, "Annuit coeptis novus ordo seclorum," meaning may he favor our undertaking in this new order of the ages. These lines were from the Roman mythological tale, the Aeneid. They were spoken by Aeneas' son. Aeneas is the father of Rome. The god in which he prayed to was Jupiter, who is Zeus, who is also Enlil. Rome never...
Yeah,
I think about the Roman Empire every day. Come here. So I used to work for an English department that had professors who, studied ancient literature, who studied classics. So I worked in the front office, the mail room. I'd put the letters that came for the professors in their mailboxes, and sometimes they would come in, pick up their packages, and we'd have a little chit chat, right? And professors are funny people. Some of them just don't do casual conversation. And so there's one day where the professor at that university, who was kind of the specialist teaching Greek and Roman literature, the plays of Aeschylus and the writings of Plato and all that stuff, Apollonius of Rhodes, I don't know, and he's in there, and I don't know, we're chit-chatting about, I can't remember what, pop artist or something, and kind of as a non sequitur, he brings up, because I mentioned the fall of the Roman Empire, and he laughs, and he says, the Roman Empire never fell. And I'm like, haha, what? And so he explains, he says, the Roman Empire just rebranded itself. It never really fell. It rebranded itself as the Holy Roman Empire, aka the Catholic Church. And then the same power structures, the same basic power structures. I mean, this is his interpretation. Remained in place, though, even after the end of the Middle Ages, when, those who had built power under that empire started rebranding as Protestants and all that during the Reformation. So it's like the Catholic Church is still around, but the Catholic Church was a transformation of the Roman Empire into a sort of, I don't know, anyway, like he explained, I'm too tired, I might try to explain, but yeah, that's his logic. What do you think? Did the Roman Empire ever actually fall? I mean, the fact that we usually know more about figures in the Roman Empire, Cleopatra and her romance with Mark Antony, with the death of Julius Caesar, all this crap. Like we know these stories, but do you know the actual history of the people whose land that you're on right now? Like, think about it, Like I've been living on the land of the Nooksack Lummi and Lummi people, and I don't actually know what the political leaders were doing on the land that I live on 200 years ago, and yet I know gossip from the Roman Empire. I know about Cleopatra, Julius Caesar, and Mark Antony, from 2,000 years ago, from this totally different region, thousands of miles away from where I am. The Roman Empire never fell. That lives rent-free in my head, and I think about it every day.
I got a hot take on this.
Please.
I don't think they do. So I don't think the Roman Empire fell. I think it became a church. I think the Rome fell, but the Roman Empire became the church. Where's all the money from the Roman Empire?
The Vatican.
In the basement of the Vatican is where it is. Yeah, that's. I don't think the British. The Vatican.
Yeah. Phew.
It's incredible.
Bizarre.
I got a hot take on this.
Please.
I don't think the Roman Empire fell. I think it became a church. I think the Rome fell, but the Roman Empire became the church. Where's all the money from the Roman Empire?
The Vatican.
In the basement of the Vatican is where it is. Yeah, that's Roman Empire became a church. British Empire became a bank. So we gave our empire back. We said, oh yeah, sorry about that. You can have that back. We gave, Saudi Arabia back and all these other places that we'd sort of were taking the resources, and then they had their own money. And then we went, oh well, what are you doing with that money? Because we've got this thing called the City of London. I tell you what, it's your money, but we're going to hold it. We'll have it over here. Is that okay? Oh, great. I don't think the Roman...
What if the Roman Empire never fell?
And remained the economic, technological, and military superpower.
After the Vikings began their raids, the Roman Empire decided to invade Scandinavia.
Mantle of the night has come. Rage the hearts of man in steel.
What if the Roman...
Did you know the Roman Empire lasted over 1,000 years? Imagine if it never fell. Electric chariots and AI-assisted Senate debates would be our norm. From Europe to Asia, Rome's might would stretch, influencing cultures globally. Tacos with a side of garum? The culinary blend would be mind-blowing. Gladiator games, now more like esports, would be everyone's favorite pastime. Skyscrapers? Try sky palaces, with Roman elegance on every corner. Scrolls are back, but holographic. No ink smudges this time. Unified under Rome, the world would dance to the rhythm of ancient drums. Did you know the Roman Empire...
Alright. I appreciate everybody that came out to the stream today. It's 3 hours of bunch of stuff that we watched. Go hit up the video that's gonna be ending on YouTube if you want to watch everything from the beginning. Comment any theories that you're like very interested in. Make sure you click the like button on that video and subscribe for more content. You'll be getting more content. Just give me that subscription on YouTube. Let's go. I love y'all. There'll be more.